Dear viewers, welcome to the show Soul to Soul Talk Show. Today, amongst us, we have Sister Sudesh, who was born and brought up in India but was sent abroad to enlighten the path of spirituality among everyone. Today, because of too much of stress and chaos in each one of our lives, spirituality is the need of the hour. Let us welcome Sister Sudesh for sharing her valuable experiences with us. Welcome to the show, sister. Doing the services, was it easy to make people understand?
Yeah, Miss, certainly people were cautious before they accept anything. One thing is, in the West, people are very honest. It was not any difficulty. In fact, I was encouraged always by them because my English was not so good at that time. But whatever I spoke from my heart, and they would always encourage. And they wanted to invite me for different places. And I said no, because I cannot give a good lecture, I would not go. But one time it happened that there was going to be film shooting actually, and the film producer had forgotten the film roll at home. And so I was just only ready to therefore in that hall I had to conduct only meditation, and by the time this film producer brings the film roll back, so the one person came to me and said, Didi, until the person comes, because it will take few time, please continue to talk something. So 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes passed by because they had to go back to the center and bring back, so it took 45 minutes. So I gave 45 minutes lecture, public was there. And so it became very known, and this person came to me and said, Didi, you said you cannot speak the English language. Who gave this speech? I said, because it was necessity. And so God touched me, and whatever came in my mind, I spoke. He said, but that is what it is, public needs, no? And in this way I started speaking. So I was encouraged. Certainly there were many difficulties as well, because it's a different religion, different culture. And so before that, everybody would say to me, don't use the word God, because otherwise people will react. So I had to change supreme being, the supreme soul, the highest source. So but it was not the difficulty from others, but it was difficulty within my own self. I did not feel comfortable. Gradually that also changed, and now very openly we can say the Supreme Soul. People are more receptive, and sometimes certainly what a difficulty was, people are very emotional, their culture is different. I had never experienced that parents are not so connected with the children, and children are not connected with parents. In my family, I was very much loved and respected. I was a very privileged child. My 3 brothers were before me, and they used to pray God, oh God, give us our own sister who can tie us Rakhi. So I had not experienced that there is any kind of conflict between sister and brothers or parents and the child. I was loved and respected by my parents. And so when I would hear the stories, parents reject the children and the children don't. So it took me time to understand the family situations there, because my background was different. Gradually I understood. I began to understand the situations in the country, and also the culture is different, religion is different, but there was not any kind of opposition. It wasn't. And the other thing was very easy for me. If people listen, take course, they appreciate. If they want to come next day, they would like to come. When we tell that these are the disciplines that we follow, people started becoming vegetarian. They started to follow the discipline. And those who don't want, they would telephone and say that this is not my path. I don't think that I will be able to follow it, so I am not coming. So there was not any kind of opposition, there was not any kind of difficulty. It was a very easy way to accept. Of course, when we went at different places, we had to arrange everything. living with people, the family people, those who have their own family, and then to adjust with them, cook for them as well, because we eat food, vegetarian food, and we have certain discipline. But because they liked, it was selfless love. It was just the aim was giving, and so they would give the room, they will give the place to live, they would give the place to conduct the classes. So they were invited, and so we had to adjust and they had to adjust. So, but was not any difficulty. Many places I had been.
Were they really very, very keen to know about spirituality?
Not all.
Okay.
People are keen, certainly people were looking for, especially that time it was 1974 I went in London. That time still it was many people hippie, those who had left home in search of truth. They would not do job for some time and then just live some together and be free. And so these kind of people would be very attracted, and those people are well to do and they were little bit careful. But when then these people, those who were really good children of professionals, some children were their parents were ministers and government servant, and some people's parents were doctors, and they were well to do in society. And so when they went home in their own family, they saw the change in their life, and so they invited us. So in this way we went to open the center at their places as well. So I don't remember any kind of difficulty, but of course interest is number wise. Some people are very interested and some people are cautious. Like here India as well. So of course in India people are more inclined to spirituality because tradition after tradition, that is generation after generation they are following, and here they had to, it's not what we used to say, it's not a question of change of religion, but it is change of life. And so then when you change your life, naturally you are able to follow the true religion, you are able to understand the truth of your life.
Sister, their lifestyle is very different from Indians. So was it easy for you to carry forward the knowledge?
Yeah, actually because the lifestyle is different of drinking, smoking, alcohol, some people, and some people are very much restricted and careful. But it's a choice, no? For example, vegetarian food, it was difficult for them. So we invited them to have food. I remember I went to Scotland and we had arranged an exhibition, and a couple came, they were going to Scotland somewhere else, and so at that place we did not have a place to live. It was youth hostel, and I did not feel comfortable to stay in a youth hostel because all the youth are passing and then the sleeping place was not so. One woman with 2 children came to see the exhibition. She liked it very much. She invited me. I said, I don't like to stay here. Can you tell me if there is a room where I can stay and then we can serve here? She says, why don't you come in my home? And so she gave me a room. There was one other sister with me. So both sisters we went. She made the children room for us very nicely. And so at their home we used to cook. And so then this couple came from Leeds, from UK, Midlands, from UK. And so I invited them to have food at this place where I was living. They ate food, they liked it. And so they understood that vegetarian food is also in the same way we invite people. So then, and we teach them as well, we give cooking lessons as well, so we make it easy. And then also they like, because it is, they think without alcohol or without cigarette, there is not a standard for some people. Same is in mentality in India as well for some people. And then one time I asked one person, you have plenty of money? He says, no. I say, but I think you have, because otherwise how could you burn the money? He says, no, I cannot burn money. I say, but do you smoke? He says, yes. I say, what it is? It's the roll cigarette. So you buy with money, you don't buy free. So indirectly you are spending money. But then he said, but it's very difficult. So another, and then I explained to her one this way. Then like we instead not saying forget it, finish it. No, what are the benefit? How it affect your health? How it will create the environment in the system? So with logic, with a spiritual and scientific way, we try to explain. One Danish woman used to come. She was 80 years old. She says, Didi, I can give up everything but not smoking.
Okay.
Since the age of 11, I am smoking and now I cannot give it up. Please don't ask me to give up smoking. I say, no, I would not ask, but just I tell you what are the benefit, what are the loss in it by having it smoking. Look, doesn't matter if you don't accept, no problem for me. So one day, and 3-4 days later, it was a topic of, I the child am child of God, the supreme being. I have my willpower. I have confidence in me and I can do whatever I want because I'm child of the Almighty. Here I create the new world. I can control my sense organs. Can I not conquer the small things? So it was just like a general lesson. After 3-4 days, she used to bring always her friend, new friends. And so she, after 3-4 days, she came and she says, Didi, I want to give you happy news. I say, what? She says, I have said goodbye to my best friend.
Okay.
I say, what do you mean? Who is your best friend? You have not brought her. She says, no, my best friend, cigarette.
Okay.
I say, how did you say goodbye to her? She says, after taking this lesson that I am child of God Almighty, I thought, can I not conquer a rolled piece of paper? So I got the willpower and I had courage and I just finished, but I was testing myself whether I can really conquer it. And after 3 days now, when I did not touch the cigarette, so I came to tell you that I have conquered it. So by creating self-respect in them, making them aware the benefit of it, and also not expecting that they are going to do it, that helps them. And also keeps us detached from that each one's capacity is different, each one's power is different. They will do whenever they like to do it.
Sister, did you had any such experience like you shared with us about Brahma Baba? Did you had any such experience there living in abroad?
Yeah, many experiences.
Okay.
One wonderful experience I will share if the time permits. Yeah. We did not have the picture of Brahma Baba there,
Okay.
because thinking that if we keep the photograph of Brahma Baba, people will think that this is their guru, and we don't want to make his guru system like this. No. Gulzar Dadi had come to Delhi from India to London, and my room was a separate bedroom, single bedroom. So I offered my room and Gulzar Dadi stayed there and I slept. So anyway, after discussion with Dadi, Dadi Janki, Dadiji's wish was that we should have Baba's room. And so we had made Baba's room upstairs, in the living area. So I went and slept in Baba's room when Gulzar Dadi came. So in the midnight, I had the feeling that someone is just coming, and I thought, oh, it's morning already, and I overslept. But it was actually, when I got up, it was midnight, no, 1 o'clock about.
Okay.
It was so, I felt a shadow like going in Baba's trouser light again.
Okay.
And so I saw, I had a very clear words hearing, daughter, Brahma's account, Brahma Baba's account with matter is finished.
Okay.
And he became karmatit, free from karma bondage. But my account with my children is not finished.
Okay.
My children are in the world. I used to use the matter of Brahma's body. It was matter for me. And even now I am using this costume, this picture, this translight is also matter for me.
Okay.
And so you should not have any kind of fear. And so that was my personal experience. And then I realized when we sit in front of Brahma Baba's picture, sometimes it is Baba is smiling, sometimes his eyes are stern, sometimes are very loving. So this was experience. And also many experience of many foreigners. They would see Brahma Baba's picture, suddenly coming in Brahma's form, suddenly talking to them, getting up early in the midnight or night, early morning, and they would see Brahma Baba So, and they will feel that this is a very loving person. It is some belongs to their them like ancestors.
Okay.
And so I myself also in meditation had a very, very powerful experience of Brahma Baba giving me inspirations, giving directions. So whenever I went in Baba's room, it was just like Baba was speaking to me personally.
Thank you so much for your valuable experiences, Didi.